They can't pass the gun laws they want federally, though they're trying. They've got gun laws where the BATF can recommend to the Attorney General, and he can ban any guns he wants. It just gives him imperial power. That bill's got co-sponsors right now. They've got the no-fly, no-buy. No judge, no jury, no conviction, no arrest, no indictment. They won't tell you how you got on the list. You can't get off the list. They just say you can't buy a gun anymore. They're already doing that, even though the bill hadn't passed. That's already been implemented. But in California and many other states, Texas has already tried this, they make you thumbprint and register to buy ammo every time you buy ammo. But where they can't get it passed as a law, the BATF comes in, and I've seen them do it, with shaved heads and their little mafia mustaches or goatees. I mean, they look like guys right out of a... If I was casting for a Hollywood movie and wanted criminals, I would go hire BATF because they just look like real criminals. They just, a vapor of evil comes off of them. It's unbelievable. And they come in and they go, looks like you spelled this guy's name wrong. You know, they'll go through 5,000 forms and find one spot where you didn't dot an I. And they'll say, I got you for fraud with firearm sales. And this is how they shut down most of the gun shops. And they'll say, or you start getting Social Security numbers, anybody that buys ammo or buys a cleaning kit, and I won't put you in prison. You work for me now, punk. And they'll sit there and wet their pants and roll over, and America dies by a million cuts. And this is how they run America. And they go in those gun shows and they say, one old man sold 3 rifles in 1 month here. We think that's firearms trafficking. Even though they're legally allowed to sell the guns, we're going to say you're allowing trafficking. We're going to indict this gun show for felonies unless you let us put surveillance cameras in and you get Social Security numbers from everybody. Do you understand? And the decadent, weak gun shop owners like, I don't care about the Second Amendment. I just want money. Hell, I'll help you put everybody in prison. I'll do what you say. I'll do it right now. And that's how America dies. And quietly, the secret police are recruiting the kids and brainwashing them and having them write dossiers on their parents nationwide. And the police are taking blood without warrants on the side of the road. And they're questioning people's kids and taking them in and doing strip searches whenever they want. And they're forcibly inoculating kids all over the country. When the parents get mad, they say, shut up. We're going to do what we want. And the government's just practicing criminality, practicing evil, practicing oppression, practicing dominating everyone. Just like more than 500,000 women from 1922 to 1987, according to the Seattle Post-Intelligencer, were taken and had their uteruses cut out. They didn't just tie their tubes. They removed the entire uterus because it had an added soft kill and would debilitate a lot of them. That's added fun. 44% of Native American women were sterilized from 1970 to 1975 alone. They wanted any type of health care. They weren't told what the procedure was. They were just knocked out and sterilized. That's what this government is. That they're putting drugs in your water. They're sterilizing you. They're giving your children bone cancer. They admit it. They brag that you're animals and stupid and that there's nothing you can do to stop them. They love it. And these government bureaucrats love giving their kids big glasses of fluoride. It's a giggling, demonic spirit. They always laugh about it. You tell one of these evil servants of tyranny about how they're being hurt by the system, they'll just giggle and give you this little piggy smile is what I call it. And it's just a spirit of submission to evil. As long as they can hurt people under them, they don't mind if they're getting hurt from those on top. It's all about just cowardice. A lot of people are scared of evil and scared of darkness and scared of the power of evil. And so at a subconscious level, they decide to join it and serve it. And that's why we're an evil people. We wear skulls and death and murder and the trappings and the symbols of our nation are all the colors and symbols of the Nazis and the Soviets. And death and destruction is what we love. And because we're just being bathed and prepared for the feast, we're being washed and scrubbed and brought out on a silver pallet to the devils to literally tear us to pieces. And the globalists will do what they did in the Soviet Union and in Maoist China and Nazi Germany. They're just going to murder and kill and slaughter and torture children. And the whole grid is in place. And they're just, yes, our great time of murder is almost here. We've always hated America. We've got secret police in place. They're ready to wage war. The public's lost their spirit to stand up. Soon the murder will begin. It's not enough that we CPS and kill the kids in many cases and test radiation on foster children. It's not enough that we radiate and spray nerve gas on the troops and Project Shed and kill thousands and maim thousands. It's not enough that we put HIV in the factor VIII drug product to give over 1 million people HIV. It's not enough we put hundreds of chemicals in the water. It's not enough that 20% of the population's on Prozac, literally eating holes in their brains. It's not enough we're feeding them GMO that sterilizes all the rodents when they tested on them. It doesn't matter. That's all just the setup. This country's ready to be raped. It's ready to be slaughtered. Our power is about to be released. God, please, Satan, release us to kill the American people. They are ready for us to drink their blood, to bathe in their blood.